Hello my lovely students, how are you today? Everything is fine. For today we have one short part just to finish the lesson for this week, so we will continue and I will explain you we are continue with communities in the past, and we have timeline. This is important to understand. Timeline shows the order in which things have happened. A timeline can show days, months or year, and you use timeline like this. You will read time from left to right, and the things that happen first are on the left side. So you can make by your own timeline, like for example daily timeline. You are waking up at 8, you have breakfast 8:30, you have school from 9 till 2, from 2 till 4 you have lunch, then you have football or I don't know, swimming, something like that, and you are going to sleep at 8 p.m. something like that. So that's your own timeline that you can easily understand.
Hi friends, today's
And
lesson is all
I will
about
demonstrate you
timelines.
how it looks
Our learning goal
some
for today
timeline and
says,
how it's making
I can
order in
events
timeline.
on the timeline. Okay, so what
Hi
is
friends,
a timeline?
Today's lesson is all
Well,
about
a timeline is exactly what it says. It's
Our learning goal
a
for
line.
today says,
Pretty
I
good name,
can order
huh?
events
It's a big
on
long
the
line, and what it does on that line
Okay, so
is
what
it does
is a
important work.
timeline? Well,
It
a timeline is
organizes
exactly what
events
it
in
says.
order.
It's a line.
When we talked about retelling a story, we talked about the
It's a big
events or the
long
things that
line. What
happen
it
in the
does on
story.
that line is it does
So a
important work.
timeline takes things that
It
happen
organizes
and it puts
events
them in order. It's a nice tool to help
When
us
we talked about
organize the
retelling
things
a
that happen.
story, we talked about the events. or the things
Usually
that
when we
happen
use a
in the story.
timeline, we're
So
talking
a
about someone's
timeline
life.
takes things that happen,
So we start at the
and it
beginning of
puts
their
them in
life, and
order.
then we
It's a
pick
nice
out big
tool to help
important
us
dates,
organize the things
and we
that
put those
happen.
on the line and organize them.
Usually when we use a timeline,
And then finally,
we're talking about
we
someone's
use the
life.
dates to help keep us
So we start at the
organized.
beginning of their life,
I'm
and
going
then
to
we
show
pick
you
out
how
big
to
important
build a
dates,
timeline
and we put
by
those on
telling
the
you
line
about
to
my friend
organize
Henry.
it.
Okay?
And then
So,
finally,
Here's
we
my
use
friend
the dates
Henry
to
as a
help keep
baby.
us
Isn't he
organized.
so cute?
I'm going to
I
show you how
know.
to build a timeline.
And
by
Henry
telling you
was
about
born
my
in
friend Henry.
1981.
So,
Now to you that
here's
probably
my
seems
friend
like a
Henry
long
as a
time
baby.
ago,
Isn't
but
he so
Henry's my good
cute?
friend and we
I
were born at the exact
know.
same time, so it doesn't seem like
And
that.
Henry was born
So Henry was born in
1981.
1981.
Now to you that probably seems like a long time ago, but
When Henry
Henry's
was
my good friend
5,
and we were born
he started
at the exact same
kindergarten,
time,
and this
so
says
something like that.
in
So Henry
1986,
was born in
Henry started
1981.
kindergarten. My, he's grown.
When Henry was
Here's
5,
Henry when he started
he
college.
started kindergarten, and this says
Henry
in
went to college in
1986, Henry
1999.
started kindergarten.
He loved college.
Nice,
College was so
bro.
much fun. And then
Here's
here's Henry
Henry
as an
when he went to
adult.
college.
This is how I know him now.
Henry went to
In
college
2010,
in
Henry
1999.
finished medical
He
school
loved college.
and became a
College was
doctor. Okay, so
And
I
then
just
here's
told you
Henry
about
as an
different
adult. This is how I
important
know him
events in
now.
Henry's life.
In 2010,
Now, I'm going to use a timeline
Henry
to
finished
organize
medical
everything and
school
create a
and became a
timeline about
doctor.
Henry's life.
Okay, so
So,
I
if I'm making a timeline, I have to start with the most important thing first, which is
Now I'm
Ding,
going
ding,
to
ding,
use
you got it.
timeline
The
to
line,
organize
of course.
everything and create a
Alright,
timeline
now
about
I'm going to think
Henry's
back
life.
about the information that we
So, if
read
I'm making
about
a
Henry.
timeline, I have to start with
And
the most
all the
important
dates
thing
I'm going to
first,
put in
which is
order that they happen,
Ding, 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 you
based
got it.
on the year.
The line.
The way I'm going to do that is I'm just going to put the
Alright,
dates
now
on
I'm
the
going to
line
think back about
first
the
in order.
information that we read
So
about
we
Henry.
had 1981,
And all the dates I'm going to put in order that
1986,
they happened, based on the year.
1999,
The way I'm going to do that is I'm going to
and
put the dates on the line
2010.
first in order.
Now,
So we
just
had
like in a story,
1981,
I want to start with the beginning and then go to the middle and then the end. So I started at the very beginning, 1981, and I worked my way through the events to 2010.
Now, just like in a story,
Okay, so
I
I
want
put
to
it
start
in
with the
order on the
beginning and
line.
then go to the middle.
And now what I
then
want to
the
do
end.
is I
So
want to go back and
started
think
at
about the
very beginning,
information about the
1981,
events
and I
and
worked
add
my
that
way
to the
through the
timeline.
events to 2010.
Alright, so in 1981,
Okay, so I
do you
put
remember what
order
happened
on the
first in
line.
Henry's life?
And now what I want to do is I want to go back and think
Good,
about the
yeah.
information about
He
the
was
event
born.
and
That's
add that
normally
to
what
the
happens
timeline.
first in our lives.
Alright, so,
Alright, so
in
Henry was born in
1981.
1981.
Do you remember what
And
happened
do you see
first
how I
in
match
Henry's
up the
life?
event in order with the date?
Good,
So
yeah.
the date and then the
He
event.
was born. That's normally what happens first
I
in
didn't have
our
to write a
lives.
lot about it
Right, so
because
Henry was born
timelines
in
are just supposed to be a quick
1981.
little
And you
snapshot
see how I
into
matched
all
up
of the
the
big
event
events.
in order.
So I'm not
with
going to
the
like write a
date,
paragraph
the
about all the
date, and
information
then
about
right
when he
at
was
the end.
born, but
I
just I'm
don't have to
going to
write
say
a
it
lot
really
about
quick.
it because timelines are
time. Let's move on to 1986. So Henry was born in 1986.
So I'm not
Do you
gonna
remember what he?
paragraph
Sorry, in
all the
1981.
information about when he was
And then in
born,
1986,
but
he
just
started
to say it
something really
quick.
important. Do you remember what that was?
Alright, let's move on to 1986.
Good job. Yeah.
So Henry
He
was
started
born
kindergarten.
in 1986. Do you remember
Kindergarten
what
is such an
year?
important
Sorry,
year because it's when you start
And then in
being a
1986, he
school
started something really
student.
important. Do you
Like
remember
my
what that
kiddo
was?
likes to call him a school ager.
Good job,
A student who gets to go to
Starting
school. And school
kindergarten.
is, of course,
Kindergarten is such an important year
important.
because it's when you start
Have to
being
add that to our
a
timeline.
school student.
Alright,
Like
so
my
he
kiddo likes to
went
call him a
to
school
elementary
ager.
school and kindergarten,
Student
and then in
who goes to school. And school is,
1999
of
he
course,
started college.
Oh,
That's where
important.
you'll go after you finish
Have
high
to
school.
add that to our timeline.
Alright?
Alright,
And
so
then
he
finally,
went
after
to
college,
elementary
he
school,
went on to
kindergarten,
become a
and then
doctor. He had to go to a whole bunch of
1999
college
he
and
started
special school for
That's where
doctors.
you'll go after you
And then in
finish high school,
2010, he officially was a doctor.
Alright? And then finally,
let's look at our
after
timeline.
college, he went on to
I made
become
sure
a
that it was
doctor. He had to
nice
go to
and
a whole
neat,
bunch of
and that
college
line,
special school
actually,
for doctors.
the beginning of our
And then in
timeline,
2010,
helped to keep us
he officially was a
organized. It's
doctor.
such a good tool.
And let's look at our
If you
timeline.
looked at this timeline really
I
quickly,
made sure
would you
that
be
it
able
was
to tell me what
nice and
happened at
that
different points
line,
in
actually,
Henry's life?
the beginning of our timeline.
Yeah.
Help to keep us organized.
It's a good tool for putting things in order, and then also giving us a quick peek into the big things that happen in someone's life. Question for you. I didn't add in there like all the trips that Henry took to like McDonald's or the time that he had an upset tummy ache. No, I didn't put those on my timeline.
I didn't add in there like all the
those in.
trips that Henry took to like McDonald's.
You're right, friend, because they're not
Or the
super big
time
important
that he had an
events.
upset tummy
Okay,
ache.
so timelines normally
No,
only
I
tell
didn't
like
put
the
those on my
most
timeline. Why do you
important
think I
things.
didn't add those in?
Right, good. Well, friends, our learning
right,
goal
friends,
said
these
I
are
can
not
order
super
events on
big
a
important
timeline, and that's
events.
exactly what
Okay,
we
so
did.
timelines normally only
So my
tell
question
like
for
the
you is
most
this.
important events.
What would be first
Right,
on
what?
your
Well,
timeline?
friends, our learning goal said
I
can
want you
order
to go
events
ahead and
on a
seesaw
timeline, and
picture
that's
to me.
exactly what
I want
we
you to
did
draw a
today.
picture of what would happen
my
first
question for
on
you
your
is this.
timeline, and then make
What
sure
would
you
be
add in
first
the
on
date.
your
I can't
timeline?
wait to see how your
I
timeline
want
would
you to
be.
go ahead and seesaw a picture to me. I want you to draw a picture of what would happen first on your timeline, and then make sure you add in the date. I can't wait to see how your timeline would begin.
Okay, let's resume this lesson. What is the most important thing that you must remember, that you must know? What is the past? Past is everything before now. Present is everything what is happening at this moment and or during this day. And the future is time and not yet to come. And what is meaning of timeline? So that's is easy and short lesson for today. Thank you so much for your attention. Keep it up with good work and see you soon.